So moving on, I mean, if we talk about leveling up, what do you think are, I mean, just looking back at your career through EX, which has been, you've had quite a lot of opportunities to do different things. What do you think are some of the biggest challenges that EX leaders are likely to face in their careers?
Look, I think now there's this big hype because we are on blended ways of work, and we people are at, it's this big hype around technology being a solution. And I think that can sometimes be a concern for EX. We're like, oh, the EX program is actually a digital program.
Yes.
And that's not really the case.
No.
You know, the EX program has to be a digital solution that we launch. And I think sometimes you want to push a lot of money into a piece of technology. And it's not the case, but sometimes usually they say employee experience, it has to be, you know, a different solution in which we have people engage or communicate, or all of these things. And I think it's finding the balance between building humanistic experiences and using technology to facilitate that and aid that, and understand what is going to be the physical experience and what is going to be the digital experience, and how do we use technology to enhance that? Because let's face it, moments that matter is essential. And we don't know what the moments are. Employee experience is useless without moments that matter. And life in itself is a aggregation of lots of moments and milestones. Employee experience is no different. And sometimes we look at employee experience that, you know, the milestones and the moments that we need to look at is the value chain, the HR value chain, you know, onboarding, recruitment, career development, all of those things. And that's not necessarily the case. It's finding the psychographic insights around the moments that matter for our people when they are at a particular milestone in their life. And that's the intimacy that needs to come from. So if I think there's a challenge, is that technology is not the solution. It's about how do we harness technology to get more intimate with the employees. It's this difficult balance between doing at scale and being very intimate with our people.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, in the way that you're putting it, it makes me think a lot of Instagram. I mean, the entire platform success is based on the fact that the moments that matter to every individual are completely different. And the algorithm around Instagram and everything is built off the fact that if a moment that matters to me is central around food, or the things that I'm choosing to share as the things that matter to me, influences how Instagram will interact with me. So, you know, I think it's that mindset of understanding that we can't define what the moments that matter are, because some people, when they arrive and somebody hasn't put up a banner with their name on, won't care, but other people, that'll be a huge thing. So there's so many nuances, as you say.
And, you know, Sally, I love the fact that you use that example, because that's the double-edged sword, you know, in that this is what people are exposed to. I am exposed to that on Netflix. You go on my profile, you'll see something completely different. You go into my husband's profile, you'll see very different. And you go to on my kids' profile and you'll see, you know, something different, similar to Spotify, similar to Instagram. And that is where the technology comes in to personalize things. And people are used to that. We're exposed to that. How long is Instagram and Netflix and Spotify around? So our employees are exposed to that. Our employees are used to that. That's what organizations, exactly. And that's what organizations are going to have to get right and fine tune as soon as possible, because the organizations that get that right are going to get the people as well, because they have this form of doing something at scale, yet having it so personalized. And that's where the technology comes from. Have a digital roadmap, but know that the digital roadmap needs to bring about the intimacy.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about it in that data chat last year, and we were saying, you know, the expectation that has been built for an individual is that you will serve me completely 100% customized, curated content that is relevant only to me. That is the base level expectation. So when I'm seeing things on my employee engagement portal or software that is not relevant to me as an individual, let alone my business unit, my division, I will disengage, because it is obvious to me that you don't know who I am and you're not using my data in the way that I have grown accustomed, So
because it happens everywhere. Takealot does it for me. Superbalist does it for me.
Yeah.
I'm so used to it because all these Amazon does it. So, all of these things that you interact with, it does it. So why is my employer different?
Yeah. Why are you not serving me a policy that is relevant to my life stage right now? If I've just told you that I'm going to be adding to my family, why am I not seeing policies on parental leave? That is the subconscious expectation of the employee. Why must I look for something and search for it? Because you know these things about me and I'm used to getting it,